Here's the truth, guys. I'm no different than any of you. I am literally not any smarter. I'm not any more gifted. I don't have any talents that you don't have. And at different points of my life, just like you, I've let myself get out of shape. And I've tried to make excuses. I've tried to justify my actions. You know, I tell myself all the same shit. And I have all this pressure and all these things and all this stuff. And I try to justify it. But in my heart, I still know it's bullshit. Okay? I know I'm lying to myself. I know that my discipline edge, my discipline blade, so to speak, is getting dull. All right? And I can see it when I look in the fucking mirror. And so can you, Bob. Want to know how hard you are? Look in the fucking mirror. That's an exact mirror image of how hard you are on the fucking inside. Now, here's the thing. Everybody sees people who look great, who have all the confidence, who have all the self-esteem, who have all this ability, who have all these things going for them. And they think they got it all figured out. They think it's easy for them. And that's one of the justifications that they tell themselves. All right? It's not like there aren't days I don't want to go to the gym. The truth is, most of the days I don't want to go to the gym. But I do. Even though I don't feel it. Doesn't matter if there's a fucking tornado, if there's a snowstorm, if there's a hurricane, if the fucking world is on fire. The job has to get done. It's about executing regardless of your emotions. All right? And that's a well-covered topic. I talk about it a lot. All right? But what almost no one talks about is starting to love the days you have to execute, that you have to perform, that you have to get the job done, especially when you don't feel like it. That's what I call test days, and that's what I want to cover with you guys. These test days, guys, these are the days that test your qualities. They test your characters. They test who you think you are. They test your fortitude. They test your endurance, your discipline, your grit, your dedication, your determination, your mental toughness, your character is in question on these days. You are testing your ability to do something. And that something is something significant to your dreams. It's something critical to your goals. At the very moment when everything in you wants to do absolutely nothing. When you'd rather sit on the couch and eat fucking Cheetos than go to the gym. When you'd rather die than send another email or take another phone call or talk to another human. You gotta get the job. That's the key to success. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're saying. That's the test you have to pass in order to earn your way into the life that you desire. The minute you feel the ache of, I'd rather do something else, I'd rather do anything else than this, that's the test. The minute you train yourself to say, this is my opportunity, is the minute you go from loser to fucking winner. And this is a skill. This is something you practice. All right? You have to understand that at that point where you see yourself recognizing that I'm having a test and that this is my opportunity to prove to myself, that's when you stop having dialogue with your emotions. You stop negotiating with your feelings and you start to act. I call this a production pivot. Production pivot is you recognize the feeling, you use it as a trigger to act, and you get up and you start moving. Every addiction has a trigger. And when you start to act, that's when the magic happens, okay? When you step up on a test day, when you successfully complete a test day, it's going to be one of the most euphoric, powerful experiences that you've ever had. You're going to see immediate confidence, immediate boost in self-esteem, all right? You guys know what this feels like because you've inherently done it even on accident sometimes. You can't tell me that there's been a time where you've resisted the opportunity to be a lazy fuck and move forward anyway. You've done this and you know what it feels like. And this is how you build the process of momentum, okay? And you'll want it to happen again.